Russia is preparing to transfer its military forces from Syria's port city of Tartus to Libya, the main intelligence directorate of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine, known as HUR, reported on Friday. Russians are currently waiting for the arrival of the ships that will export military equipment and weapons, HUR reported in a statement posted on Telegram messaging app on January the 3rd. On January the 5th, 2025, the Russian large landing ships Ivan Gren and Alexander Otrakovsky, along with the dry cargo ship Sparta, are scheduled to arrive at the Syrian port. They are currently en route to Tartus in the Mediterranean Sea. On board, the Otrakovsky is the chief of staff of the 121st Brigade of Landing Ships of the Russian Navy, Captain First Rank Yuri Davitian. HUR's statement reads, the intelligence agency added that on January the 8th, 2 additional Russian vessels are expected to dock in Tartus, the universal cargo ship Sparta II and the tanker Ivan Skobelev, which are now preparing to cross the Strait of Gibraltar. Some of the Russian armored vehicles evacuated from Syria have already been unloaded in Russia's Vladimir region, HUR stressed. Russia started withdrawal of its troops from the military base in Syria after the toppling of Bashar al-Assad by rebel groups in early December. Ukrainian intelligence reported that Russia was having great difficulty evacuating soldiers from the country. It should be noted that the Kremlin was the closest ally of Bashar al-Assad and granted political asylum to the ousted leader and his family. Meanwhile, Ukraine is establishing diplomatic relations with the new Syrian government, with Ukrainian Foreign Minister Andriy Sybiha visiting Syria for talks.
German Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock and her French counterpart Jean-Noël Barrot visited the notorious Saidnaya prison on Friday, during their visit to Syria. This is the first visit to Syria by top diplomats from European Union countries following the overthrow of President Bashar Assad by opposition rebels. Baerbock previously said there can be a new beginning only if the new Syrian society gives all people, regardless of ethnic or religious group, a place in the political process, as well as rights and protection. Barrot and Baerbock are expected to meet with Ahmad al-Shara, formerly known as Abu Muhammad al-Golani, the leader of Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, the Islamist former insurgent group that is now the de facto ruling party in Syria. Barrot visited the Christian neighborhood of Bab Toma and met with Patriarch John Yazigi earlier. Damascus has experienced a flurry of visits from Arab and Western countries that had cut off relations with Assad's government during the country's nearly 14-year civil war since Assad's fall. However, Western countries have so far not lifted sanctions placed on Syria under Assad or removed the designation of HTS as a terrorist group, although the United States lifted a $10 million bounty it had previously placed on al-Shara.
كان في لما كان تم تحرير هذا السجن كان في 3 سجون رئيسية صحيح؟ Metal chains are here, and basically what they are doing is that they hang the handcuffs with the metal chains and then they lift the whole body up for hours, sometimes days. Yeah. And of course the ground is the same. You can see the so who ripped out the chains? Of like breaking in,
to free the people.
To free the people, because it was very hard to open these cells and we don't have the So please bring only 4 cameras and
Okay. But yeah,
we now have like a situation where everybody please.
ich mach's gleich ganz laut.
Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian vowed on Thursday his country will bring America and Israel to their knees. He spoke during a ceremony in Tehran commemorating late General Qasem Soleimani on the anniversary of his death. America, Israel and Europe who talk about humanity and human rights are barbaric, anti-human liars. And you can see now what crimes they are committing in the region. We will stand on the path of righteousness and will bring these cowards to their knees with our power, he said. Soleimani, the architect of Iran's regional military activities, was killed in a U.S. drone strike in neighboring Iraq in 2020. He is hailed as a national icon among supporters of Iran's theocracy. Soleimani, who led the elite Quds force of Iran's Revolutionary Guard, was credited with helping to arm, train and lead armed groups across the region, including the Shiite militias in Iraq, the Lebanese Hezbollah, and fighters in Syria, the Palestinian territories and Yemen. The U.S. held him responsible for the deaths of many of its soldiers in Iraq. Soleimani is closely associated with an Islamic theocracy that the protesters view as violent and corrupt within Iran. Pezeshkian's comments come during troubled days for the Islamic Republic, after it lost powerful allies including Hassan Nasrallah and Bashar Assad in recent months.
خیلی زور داشت که یک چنین انسانی در بستر بمیره. او باید در اون صحنه شهید میشد و نشون میداد که آمریکا و اسرائیل و اروپایی که دم از انسانیت و حقوق بشر میزنن چقدر دروغگو، چقدر در حقیقت ضد بشر و وحشی هستند و الان هم تو منطقه میبینید که چه جنایت‌هایی رو مرتکب میشوند. ما بر حق خواهیم ایستاد، ما در این مسیر خواهیم ماند و با قدرت پوزه این نامردها رو به خاک خواهیم مالید.